Welcome back to the channel. You know, when people think about Northeast Florida, they usually picture Jacksonville Beach, surfboards, maybe downtown Jacksonville with all of its new development. And while those places are great, they're only part of the story. Today, I'm taking you somewhere that reminds me why I really love living here. You're headed to Green Cove Springs. It's a quiet little town tucked along the St. Johns River that's full of history, giant oak trees, beautiful parks, and one of my favorite coffee shops anywhere in Northeast Florida, Spring Park Coffee. And after the coffee, I'm going to head over to work just down the street. There are many reasons why I love living in Northeast Florida. One of the main ones is the amount of variety. If I want the beach, it's there. If I want city life, Jacksonville has it. If I want world-class golf, Ponte Vedra isn't far away. But sometimes I want this. Quiet streets, historic buildings, the St. Johns River, a locally owned coffee shop. No schedule, no rush, just slowing down for an hour. That's something we don't do enough anymore. Sometimes the best destinations aren't hundreds of miles away, they're 30 minutes from home. One of the things I love most about riding a motorcycle is that you experience places differently. You smell the fresh cut grass. You notice the giant oak trees. You hear birds instead of traffic. You don't just drive through a town, you become part of it. Green Cove Springs is just one of those places. It's only about 30 minutes from Jacksonville, but it feels like you've traveled back in time. The pace slows down, people here wave at each other, there's historic buildings that still line the streets, and somehow, life just feels a little less rushed. One of the more interesting chapters of the area's history involves J.C. Penney. Yes, the department store founder. He purchased thousands of acres nearby and established what became Penny Farms. His vision wasn't simply farming. He wanted to create a community where retired employees could live and work with dignity. Even today, you can still see the influence he had on this part of Clay County. It's one of those fascinating pieces of Florida history that many lifelong Floridians don't even know about. Green Cove Springs has been attracting people for thousands of years. Long before Florida became a state, Native Americans were drawn here because of the warm mineral springs. The spring flows at roughly 77 degrees year-round, producing thousands of gallons of water every minute before eventually flowing into the St. Johns River. Back in the late 1800s, this became one of Florida's premier resort destinations. People traveled here from all over the country, believing the mineral water had healing properties. Luxury hotels overlooked the spring. Steamboats routinely arrived carrying wealthy visitors escaping northern winters. The town was originally known as White Sulphur Springs before becoming Green Cove Springs in 1866, later serving as the county seat of Clay County. It's hard to imagine today, but before Miami, before Palm Beach, this was one of Florida's vacation destinations. become one of my favorite stops. It isn't some giant national chain. It's exactly what you hope to find in a town like this. It opened in 2011 and quickly became a local gathering place, serving freshly roasted coffee from its sister company, Brass Tacks Coffee Company. The atmosphere mixes modern coffee culture with the charm of a historic downtown. One thing I've learned over the years, great coffee shops are rarely just about coffee. They're about community. You see neighbors catching up, people working on laptops, retirees reading the newspaper, friends meeting before work. Places like this become part of a town's identity. When I travel, I always look for local coffee shops, because if you really want to understand a community, start with where the locals gather. Thanks for riding along with me today. If you've never been to Green Cove Springs, I'd encourage you to spend a Saturday here. Grab a coffee, walk through Spring Park, watch the boats on the St. Johns River. Take your time. Sometimes the best adventures aren't measured in miles, they're measured in moments. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.